with your Storm Team 13 forecast.
Hot and humid, that's always the promise when you're in a Florida summer, and we're not quite to summer yet, at least on the solar calendar. Meteorologically speaking, we started at the beginning of this month, got up to 92 in Marianna after falling down to about 74, and have picked up a decent bit of rain as you work closer up to I-10 or on the western side of the area. About almost 1¼ inches there in Destin and about an inch in Funiac Springs today. Meanwhile, Apalachicola, you've seen very little in the way of cloud cover, and temperatures have certainly been warm and humid. Only fell down to 81 last night, so that is a very high dew point there, and with the wind off of the water, that makes sense. Our water temperature now up to 85 degrees, so it certainly has warmed. Air quality on the good side today thanks to the shower activity around, and our pollen count reduced just a touch. Grass is your main pollinator at this moment. 10.8 back to the UV index. That's very high, meaning you can burn in about 15 minutes without the sunscreen on. So if you are headed to the coast, to the springs, the pool, whatever it may be outside, slap on that sunscreen as well. Splash pad as well. No matter what you're doing, put the sunscreen on, even if you're mowing the yard. 91 to 94 for the daytime highs tomorrow. Plenty of sunshine again, hot and humid. Sea breeze, showers and storms. This is our traditional split. About a 30 to 40% chance of rain, sometimes up to 50%. And if you haven't seen any rain just yet, you can see an outflow boundary working across. That's from this fading line of showers and storms. At the bare minimum, that's likely going to kill some instability, or at least allow for a pop-up shower or storm as we go through the rest of this evening. Futurecast not really doing a good job with the convection overall today, and I think the reason for that is Tropical Storm Eric, which will likely be a hurricane here relatively quickly. We'll talk more about that in a second as well. You can see through your Wednesday just a hit or miss shower or thunderstorm, some partly cloudy conditions. It will be warm and humid once again. And speaking of warm, how about the Climate Prediction Center giving us a 60% chance of being above normal for the next 6 to 10 days. And we already have above normal temperatures in the forecast with a ridge building across the mid-Atlantic. That's why there is that likelihood of high temperatures. You add in the subtropical ridge just kind of bouncing back and forth, and you reduce our rain chances as we lose the frontal boundary over the weekend. And there you see it, 96, 96, 96. And how about through the Carolinas, 100 showing up there. Now their dew points aren't quite as bad as ours, so it will feel about comparable all across the southeast. That means our heat index values back up to about 100 to 105 as we go through this week and into next week. Our heat index advisory material starts at about 108. So there's Tropical Storm Eric, or Eric at the moment, and that is likely set to rapidly intensify and then work toward Mexico. For us, no issues out there, out in the tropical Atlantic. Saharan dust still in control. There's a good look at Eric as it works into the Mexican coastline. For us, keep a close eye on that area around the Bay of Campeche as we go through the weekend. Very unlikely, but maybe a trough or a tropical low tries to develop down there. Even if it does, with the high pressure ridge in control here and the heat on the way, that's going to push everything back toward Mexico. So no issues for us. It is all about the heat and humidity at this point.
All about the heat, that's for sure. Thanks, Ross.